bueno que te encuentro, maldita. ¿Te acuerdas de esto? ¿Te acuerdas, enferma mental? ¡Ay! ¿Cómo no te moriste cuando te mandé matar, zorrilla?
Lo sabía. Fuiste tú.
Nunca me hubieras dicho eso, Verónica. Porque ahora sí no me va a dar remordimiento aplastarte la cabeza. ¡Ay!
¡Ya!
¡Ay, odio!
¡Suéltala! ¡Tranquilícense! ¡Policía! ¡Policía! ¡Vengan! ¡Deténganlas, que se van a matar!
Don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfucker. Fuck it. Damn. Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. Exco, give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. Exco, deliver to you. Knock, open up the door. It's real. Not stop with the golden standing still. Go hard, getting busy with it. I got such a good heart that I miss a motherfucker one day if you care. Damn right, and I'll do it again. Yeah, I am like some got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cops I break bread with, I'll break who you sending me. Yeah, motherfuckers never want to know what your life say. Bitch, and that's on a life day. I'm getting down.
I wish a nigga would like, subscribe, and share.
Well, that was a dance party. Shoutouts to Kick. Shoutouts to Saturday. Shoutouts to Live at 5. 200 views, over two plus for yesterday's show on Kick. Shoutouts to Kick. I'm into that. Fast response. You see that? Mental health, males mental health month. So shout out to the Kick Gang. Good to have him. Good to see him. Today's show, X gonna give it to you. Well, it should have said it. Says it in the description, I'm sure. Well, it says it on the board right here. Look. What is white envy? Shout outs to Big Fat Liar, a movie starring Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul the Giamatti. That is the theme of today's show. Big Fat Liars. Not necessarily body shaming today. That's not the goal. Chill Saturday. X gonna give it to you. I'm just gonna be going after some bookmarks that I bookmarked on X. I'm gonna run down some well, dissect I put in. Dissect some wackiness. Everything's not a conspiracy theory. I understand that. But everything is also some things are disguised as racism, but they're not. Find out some Q words that people are using. So that's always fun. Yeah, we get into what I know, what I found out today. I like to start my day with a little bit of espionage. But I found something very unique. So live at 5 today, X gonna give it to you, Big Fat Liar edition. Look at Frankie Muniz. He's a she would look more like Frankie Muniz, but he's a professional NASCAR driver now. So shout out to Frankie Muniz. And Amanda Bynes, well, watch the Nickelodeon documentary. I don't know what to tell you. You know what happened to Amanda Bynes. So I'm mixed up. But yeah, they have been the theme of today's show. I don't know. AI threw that woman in the background. I'm going to assume that that's Amanda Bynes. So I put an X. I say recreate Big Fat Liar's cover. And then I'll do the rest. But I assume that woman with all that body back there is Amanda Bynes from the movie Big Fat Liars starring Frankie Muniz, who is now a race car driver. All right. I'm going to get into one of the big headlines first of some of the things that I wanted to talk about this weekend. On X, gonna give it to you. And then we'll get into the entire white envy part. I put up the definition in the beginning, brief. I didn't want to keep it up. Because, spoiler alert, it's the website, well, not the website, the channel that I'm about to go to on X is the vibe for this entire show. European white heaven. Something like that. Can't make it up. And then I realized maybe I'm suffering from white envy. Am I a little jealous? A little jealous of this. This is a whole white community in here bonding on stuff. They're giving each other money when they're in need. Stuff like that. So they had a little community. Checking on my stream deck. Seems that my buttons ain't buttoning. You know how that goes. You know we're gonna have to stop the stream entirely if that doesn't work. If the buttons don't. It happens. You go in live, it happens. What do you want? What do you think? Butter? Smooth as butter? Shout out to everybody on Kick. Shout out to everybody on Instagram and Facebook. Listen, you're gonna have to get the after show. You're gonna have to get the watered down.
Regular, degular. It's regular. No.
You keep erasing the videos. What do you want me to do? You think I'm wasting my time? I'm not wasting my time. They erase the videos. They give you about a month to gather revenue. That's not it. And then they take it out and tell you to download it. I don't have time for that. So, Keek's in, Facebook's out. I keep calling it Keek. I like Keek better than Kick, but whatever. Go kick yourself. Guys, tonight, one person on my brain today. Mr. Sanat. Mr. Kai Sanat. Don't ask me why. I don't look for the man. Okay? This guy, he's a millionaire. He has his own thing going on. Welcome to Live at 5.
We're going live at 5. Ooh, ow, we're going live at 5-ish. 6 o'clock, we're going live. I don't need 5. Ooh, ow, we're going live at 5-ish. 6 o'clock. We're going live at 6 o'clock. 665. Ooh, that's it.
Trying to find a specific clip. I already had it. It wasn't stolen from me, but I feel like the one that I saved was not it. So I'm doing a comparison thing, and then once I get that going, TikTok don't film me now.
I strongly believe that TikTok is a ticking bomb.
All right, I probably have to go. Shouts to Karen Hunter, another. Well, hold on. Yeah, another freedom fighter of the people. Welcome to Live at 5. Saturday show, guys. More lax. We're going through X. We're looking at clips. I gotta break this Kai Cenat guy down real quick. Did some weird things, and I'm finding out about this for the first time. Allegedly, he said this thing a long time ago, and I'm like, well, hold on. If that's the case, why would he still be relevant? And then you find out why. Okay, so this person who got this one did not get the video right, so can't use that. 1 second. Jeez Louise. Spur of the moment. It's got to show you the actual video of him doing that. If I already played the copyrights twice, and then I have all the rest of the stuff lined up. Welcome Live at 5, doing a show where we Google stuff live on air, but we're still chilling.
And what, let's check with
Google time. It's Google time. What is that?
It's all good. It's all good, fam. Thanks for checking out. And also, again, shout outs to Kick. Shout out to everybody else on Instagram. Shout outs to everyone else on YouTube as well. The views are steady. There's a group. I appreciate you always. The donations, of course, could be better, but let's keep the vibe. Saturday vibe, low key. You think TikTok might crash it? Maybe. I hope. Oh, see, it's giving me some. May I not? Okay. I'm going to try to find that video now. Because everyone says that we should stop bringing it up. But I was like, I just found out about it. So I don't have to stop bringing it up. All right. There we go. I never thought. All right. I have to. Okay. Gonna share my screen. So this little white clef here, I don't know anything about him like that.
As part of what I think are one of the hardest things, whether it's as an adult in our own individual lives or as a nation, figuring out it is possible for you to see the wrong in people without negating everything about it. It's possible to look at our founding fathers and say, yeah, they were slave holders, and then also say, but man, that Declaration of Independence is something. Because in the same way, I want to be able to appropriate any kind of music I want, or any tradition I want, or any cuisine I want to. If it's good, I want it. And I also want to be able to appropriate and claim for myself the example of the good things that other people have done, even if they weren't perfect.
Okay. Now, that's a Obama approach. Did a show on his podcast about his podcast a while ago, but that he has with Bruce Springsteen. But I brought back that quote because Kai Cenat is one of those people who have nothing but black females on American females on his show, black American artists on his show. He has predominant black culture on his show, right? I mean, to my understanding, I don't watch it, but I know a lot of celebrities go on there that are from like black celebrities go on there that are from America. So I'm just trying to figure out when he says they don't have any culture, why is he booking them? These Wyclef hacks, these little hasty Haitians. I don't like this behavior. I didn't watch his stuff. I was minding my business. I know he's like super cool. Everybody likes him. Like rappers going. I think Kanye West wants to hang out with him and shit. Speaking of that, not to get off track. If anyone changes their name, this is going forward. If any artist changes their name, not like Prince generation, this generation, run. It's probably bad. Sean Diddy Combs changed his name to Brother Love. Kanye went to Ye. The list goes on. There's some more. I'm not doing that. That's not the premise of today's show, but the list goes on. If they change their name, it's not like it was before. They lost their shit. Because a lot of them, they changed their name and lost their minds. They went full MK Ultra.
Submarines, megathons, beast bomb, napalm, yeah! This shit will kill you fast.
No, but nah. So yeah, Kai Cenat was like, hey, look at the chat. Loving my life. All right, there it is. Shouts to black women.
The African American woman is the backbone of the black family, really of the whole American family. I mean, who wasn't raised by a black woman? I know I was. You know what? I'm getting a phone call, so I'm going to have to put a pause in this conversation, which I'm really enjoying.
That's how I'm going to salute. That's how I'm going to salute you from now on, like that, like Elon. It's just a gesture of endearment. First of all, everybody knows that the swastika initially was a symbol of love. Something like that. Everybody knows that. Nothing was designed for hate. We turn it into that. Speaking of hate, we're going to get into a little bit of that today, unfortunately. But let's make it fun. We'll make it fun. I'm thinking about reading or showing you a lot of crazy things today that you probably have never seen before. And that's probably a good thing. You don't need to see things like this. Don't waste your time. Unless you plan on making a show about Big Fat Liars, starring Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and DMX. AI does a really great DMX. Oh, similar piece, you dingus. What did I say, love? Be high. All right. So, but I love that. Yeah, so it was a similar piece. Thank you for your contribution to the chat. And as always, my wife. Good to see her. Good to have her. Shout out to the gang. And also shout outs to Kick. Shout out to those 200 plus. Can't stop bragging about it. New platform. New energy. I might have to start talking about gaming or whatever. Who cares? Not afraid. Not afraid to do it. I know enough. I don't get given to specs and stuff like that, but I know enough. So maybe, who knows? So let's get back into Kai crazy. So I find out there's three things. Three things happen. All I need is three things, and I go, okay, well, maybe I have to, maybe I should bring this up on the show.
Is what I need. I need the love.
So, sure, I'll tell you where it stemmed from, and then we'll go from there. Take it from there. I don't know.
I don't want to hear like
I'm not
culture at all. Stop culture at all. Stop dick riding.
Okay, so everyone tries to get the same clip. This is the best we get, but he says black people do not have any culture at all. Stop dick riding, and then we go from there.
I don't want culture at all. Stop dick riding. I don't want to hear like when I'm asking general questions. I'm not asking y'all. Stop dick riding. That nigga is black. You're black. You're just black.
Just be yourself and hit them with hey. Also, I just found the Anarchy hoodie yesterday. Can't wait. Finna resubscribe in a little. W female viewer. Big 2 months December 9th.
Thank you so much, bro. You're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it. How was that? See you in 30. That wasn't an insult. That was strictly you're black. You're not Trinidadian. You're not Jamaican. You're not African. You're not word. You're not Ghanaian. You're not Dominican. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Cuban. You are American.
I farted so loud.
Not cultured at all. Stop dick riding.
I don't understand that.
Yo, that's racist.
A lot of American black people are in his chat, just like semi-agreeing with him. Now this is the youth. The youth are like, hey man, yeah, I don't know why we're getting so upset. We're getting so aggro. Our culture is not really much. What have we ever done? Now that's them not knowing their own culture. So if the kids have their leader, King Sanat, not my king.
Yep, I got that. All that jumping is making me nervous.
And he's just allowed to just write us off as just dick riders of whom? Of what culture do we copy? For someone to be so absolute, to not exist, to not have anything, I feel like there's I don't know. I have no idea. Who are we dick riding? Because I feel like if we're the dick riders, then like, all right, so who's acting? So everyone acting like us, we're copying them, or is it vice versa? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Because I was under the impression that people were copying black people, but I guess what my understanding is all these other places have a culture and we don't. Absolutely. Oh no, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Oh, for sure. Let's run it back. It's fascinating. And he's like a millionaire, you know. He's worth like $1 million.
Culture at all. Culture at all. All my who are not cultured at all. All my who are not cultured at all. Stop riding. I don't want to hear like when I'm asking general questions. I'm not asking y'all. Stop riding. That is black. You're black. You're just black.
Just be yourself and hit them with hey. Also, I just found the Anarchy hoodie yesterday. Can't wait. Finna resubscribe in a little W female viewer. Big 2 months December 9th.
Thank you so much, bro. You're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it. How was that? See you in 30. That wasn't an insult. That was strictly you're black. You're not Trinidadian. You're not Jamaican. You're not African. You're not word. You're not Ghanaian. You're not Dominican. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Cuban. You are American.
I farted so loud.
It's just unique. It's a unique take. It's not even a hot take. It's a mild take, but it's a unique take. I don't know who riled him up. Somebody's in his sphere. I know he has a lot of like American black women on his show. I know he had Megan up there or some shit. You know, I know some people be like American artists go on his show. So I'm trying to figure out, why would you book people if you didn't know, they're not about shit. Like, I thought this guy prides himself for being like some sort of I guess like a black Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? I think we know we're American. Exactly. No, like, yeah, I got that one. It's like, you're just American. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to facts.
White people things.
He told me to take my high yellow ass inside the house.
Just absurd. And mind you, all those types of people came to America. Well, hold on. Exactly. He, Mr. King Sanat, King Jaffe Sanat, King Jaffe Sanat, or Y Sanat, which would be a play on Wyclef and Sanat, or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. This is his whole situation. The same guy who gets hand jobs on his streams, by American black women. Google it. This attack. This is like an attack for me. I spent like a week, 3 days a week doing a show. I never pinpointed one specific race that I wanted to attack, to just prove a point of them not being, like being irrelevant. Calling someone irrelevant is a crazy thing to do. That's crazy, first of all.
Yo, that's racist!
You can't call people irrelevant or they don't non-existent, all that shit. That's just straight up white supremacy behavior, right? That's how Klan people talk. Excuse me, I'm Justin K. Why would he adjust the camera in the middle of his speech? This monologue feels a little dark. No, I just feel like off the bat, that sort of behavior is like, how did he come so far, right? So I found this video because I saw something. As soon as I got up, when you get on your shit and you go on Facebook and you go on your shit, I see like him being praised for something, and people in the chat room, like most of Facebook, are of African and
What are we talking?
Haitian and other than Black American descent, who are commenting on his graciousness, Lord Sanat, the overseer of Black culture. So I see this thing, and then I'm like, no way, can't be. So let's share this again. Guys, welcome to Live at 5, the only show that started at 6:30 today. Not too bad. We're going live. And again, thank you for the contributions to the chat. As always, Black women are the backbone of the
African American woman is the backbone of the Black family. Really, of the whole American. Follow us on Instagram. Okay. Connect on Facebook. Who wasn't raised by a Black woman? I know I was. You know what? I'm getting a phone call, so I'm going to have to put a pause in this conversation, which I'm really enjoying.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. You're not going to believe why I'm even bringing this up today. Welcome to Live at 5, the only show that talks about black millionaire streamers. I'm not coming for this man. He came for me.
Don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfucker. Fucking game. Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. Exco, give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. Exco, deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door.
Go back to my home country. You can get reconnected with your roots. Go back.
You're gonna not speak any Spanish there, okay? Especially coming from your unemployed ass mouth.
How many cats I break bread with a break who you sending me? You motherfuckers never want to know what your life say. Bitch, and that's on a life day. I'm getting down.
That's also known as an all-the-way.
This is the Asian pork rind.
Yeah, what up?
Okay, so this nigga went to the BET Awards. What the fuck is that? Why would you go to the BET Awards? If you thought to be that black people have no culture, why would you go to the place where they celebrate, hold on, black culture the entire night? They're going to be talking about Barry White, fucking Tony Braxton. I think Maya came out, like, you know, the gang, everybody, well, the 90s, the entire 90s, I don't know, the entire 2000, the entire 80s. When people say these crazy things, like, and I heard it more than once, like, oh, you guys got to put some respect on these Haitians and these Jamaicans because they are the forefront of music. But, like, none of those niggas know how to rap. Singing and rapping is not the same thing. Sean Kingston is not a rapper. He's a singer.
Yo, that's racist.
I don't care. Listen. Show me a rapper that's Jamaican that raps like Kendrick Lamar, and we could throw this whole episode away. I feel like the disrespect is heightened, and I don't know where it's coming from. Needed to just calm down a little bit. It's going too fast. It's going way too fast for me. As I get older, stuff like this, and he's younger, the younger generation. He's teaching. He's like the opposite of like the last like 5 episodes that I did. That's not good. He's like undoing everything that I said. Every single thing that I've been saying, he undoes it. And then he goes to the BET Awards and brags about not taking any money. That's Kai Cenat says he refused to be paid for his BET Award appearance because getting paid was a compromise his authenticity and add pressure to speak positive. And people put in prayers. No, that I'll read mine. Hold on. I'll read mine. I'll read mine's to music. Wow, decision. I don't know why, but I thought of the scripture in Genesis 14:23. Some things you just don't accept from people, even though you did the work, because they will think that they have control of you, of your actions. Think about it. Something that Ye would have did or said. You see? That's what I was talking about Kanye West. If they change their names, they're gone. It's not like Prince. In a society that often values profit over principle, Kai's decision is a breath of fresh air. 6 other people like that as well. Doesn't give a shit about Black American people.
Do that make you feel a certain way?
I don't know what's up with this. It's sus as fuck. It's just such a weird. Like, these people have no idea who this guy is. Then it was a quick. All I looked up was, hey man, what is Kai Cenat's stand on Black culture? And then I got a wave. There have been teenagers trying to get this dude like taken down, like black male and females, and I liked and shared all their videos on TikTok that have been trying to get this nigga off the air because he said this shit a while ago and he's not been prosecuted by the community at all.
You better wake up.
I don't understand that. He should not be still throwing mob parties and gathering Black gatherings of people if that's how he feels. He should probably be not at the BET Awards. That's for sure. All right. This is not the Kai Cenat show. I just wanted to share my gripe, and I'm just gonna hope that I don't have any misspellings in my comment. But I'm gonna read my comment live at 5. We do things a little differently on this show, on this one. We read comments from the internet, and we make it nice, like Tina would say. All right. This is the same dude that said Black Americans have no culture, especially if you're not Haitian, Jamaican, or Trinidadian. I guess not Trinidadian wrong. Then shows up to a Black American event pretending to be humble. When money replaces self-respect, it's mindless, loud hacks at the forefront financially, but hold no actual water to Black contribution or positivity. Getting hand jobs on stream for children to see from Black American women. I have to scroll down. With only malice and ill intent, he can keep his money and his bullshit. Like your own comments. It's okay. Doesn't make you crazy. It makes you confident.
You know where that came? That came from me. That came from me. It was my doing.
All right. That was that's it for Kai. I'm done with this. I'm done with that whole thing. His whole thing. Not that I was ever gonna get invested in his shenanigans. I had no interest in what he does. But most of these big time streamers, I just don't. They do crazy, stupid things that I'm not interested in. They want to box legends and do dumb stuff. I missed the days of Jackass and Johnny Knoxville. I wish that a lot of these people would have that sort of mindset to think outside the box, not to harm people, but to just have a creative mind. They always bite the hand that feeds them. You bet they do. Thank you for that. That's 100% true. 100. You know how that is. Carries on like that. It's no good. No good. Why would you show up to the BET Awards? Listen, I didn't take your cash because you want to know what? Humble. All right. Time to get into X gonna give it to you. We're 45 minutes deep. Shout out to the gang. Thank you for watching. I see you out there. If it looks like a mental breakdown, you know what to do. Donate some money.
I wish a nigga would like, subscribe, and share.
The Cash App is right underneath the name right there.
Is what I need. I need dollar is what I need. I need dollar is what I need. I need dollar is what I need. If I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
Okay, so many things. So many things on X. We're probably not going to get to everything, of course. It's too many. But I did find a white heaven. I don't know if they're watching. I know they saw me taking all their stuff off their page. I saw some stuff I've never seen in my entire life. And not to say that it's not supposed to be, because I believe that every race should have a haven. But what I don't understand, like I said, the premise of today's show is white envy. Do I have it? Okay, we're back.
I don't need.
We're going live. To the what, do what, to the what? Speak English, sweetheart. We're going live. Follow us on Instagram. Connect on Facebook, wherever you get your podcast. We'll be right back. That's it.
Okay. We found everything we needed to find. All ships ago. Hold on. I'm going to start with the origin story of how this came to boot, and then we'll take it from there. Take it from the top. Welcome to Live at 5, the only show that we take it from the top. Again, don't be afraid to subscribe, share the show with your loved ones, and anyone who you think will be interested in something like this.
Well.
You've got to love life to have life, and you've got to have life to love life.
Famous Times Square by British artist Thomas J. Price. Very exciting, right? Well, for some and not for others. All opinions are welcome, but there is one rule. You have to be able to explain why you feel how you feel. Is any of the criticism valid? Some of the things that have been said is that this is a disgrace to Black community. Why a fat Black woman? She looks like a mammy, or this is poor representation. Needless to say, there is a lot of strong words and strong language in response to this sculpture by the Black community as well, which I welcome, because if we don't listen to differing opinions, then how can we expect those people to consider our thoughts? There was a young lady who asked, who made this?
One second, sir. Gotta adjust the chat. What was the context before he said that? What that was he saying? He's only asking non-American people a question. You talking about Castanat? Or are you talking about this video here? Because Kai Sanat, I mean, as far as that video's extension of that, it just starts with him in the rant. No one has the cut on TikTok before that. I mean, you would have to go to his that episode full stream to see what the hell. It's like a 4-hour shoot. Who knows? 3-hour show. But everyone just clips that part from where he says, well, he starts off just saying Black culture, and then he goes for it into that rant. Everything before that, I from all the clips I've seen, nobody has it. The kids don't have it. It's not. I guess it's not relevant to the ending of it, because the ending of it is where he kind of gets into the butter. But my thing is, the kids are just saying, why did he have to go so hard on us? Like, there are Black American children who used to listen to him when he says they're in a part where he says, "See you in 30." That was a code for people saying that they're out. They're done with him. They're done with that statement. We're no longer going to be, watching your channel. So he saw people like totally like leaving, and there are a lot of negative videos. I don't really look for his videos, but there's a lot of negative videos about this topic of him saying this, and a lot of people just dropped out. They dropped out. So, but I mean, he has millions of subscribers, millions of bucks. But as far as the beginning part, if you're referring to Kai Sanat, not this gentleman with the statue, the beginning part of that is that everybody, no one I found played the beginning part or the entire part of that episode. He just, from what the kids watched, they clipped it there, and he's never backed down and took it back or whatever. So that's how he feels. And Busta Rhymes and things like that say the same thing. So who knows? Oh, and also Dougie Fresh, they feel the same way. So who knows?
I was like standing on the corner drinking 40s, smoking weed. And so God like pursued me though.
that there could have been a greater agenda to make Black women look bad. Definitely valid questions because intention and ownership is important, especially when you find out that the artist loves his Blackness and that love extends to all the members of our community. All shapes, sizes, and shades included. I'm a fan of his work because he explores the importance of the average Black person. Why is it important not to solely celebrate Black excellence? Unfortunately, Black excellence has become the starting point or even the entry level of Black acceptance. And truth is, we really need to be able to relax, even if our hair isn't, to be free to just live in peace and not just rest in peace. From a Black man that lives with privilege and access, I remember what life felt like to access. So I choose not to be comfortable or satisfied or stop having discussions like this until the standard of the average Black person is where it should be. So what do these sculptures mean to you? This sculpture is of a real woman. It is a physical reflection of every Black woman, but it damn sure is of a worthy Black woman. Honoring the dignity and the humanity of ordinary Black people. Those are the words of Thomas J. Price. Thomas J. Price's work sparks conversation about how we see Black people. We, acknowledging that we don't all see the same thing when you see a 12-foot sculpture of a Black man in a hoodie. We might not all interpret the emotion, the insecurity, the anxiety. All opinions are welcome so long as in return you offer the same open mind and open heart. These conversations make art powerful and have the potential to better your life through learning or unlearning. There's a 12-foot Black woman in New York City and she's making big. Grounded in the Stars is a 12-foot sculpture of a Black woman not commissioned by New York City, but simply being presented in the famous Times Square by British artists.
To get the beginning, so it wasn't cut off. So yeah. All right, so lived in New York City my whole life, knew that statue was there, didn't know why it was there. Wasn't sure. Thought it was just like an art piece. It's like, sure, why not, right? Thought it was some sort of marketing campaign, maybe. Not sure. Look it up. Pro-activist British sculptor. You can Google his ass. He's got a whole style that he created himself. There he is. He created his own sculpture style. Thomas J. Price. It's a unique, different way of sculpting models that he made up himself. Never heard of him, but he decided to do he did a whole museum of just Black art and Black stills of like Black men on their phone with their hoodies on, and how like it's not dangerous to to see. It's just is. So that was cool. So I find out about this and I'm like, oh wait, that's so awesome. Someone took their time, used their skill to bring up a problem that's happening in a country that's outside of their own, which is something that you never have to do. And I stress the word have to because I'm only talking about, I say have to because the anger that's happening with the Mexicans and against the Black people and all that, we got to calm that down. No, that's a new sculpture. It was only up for a few weeks. Well, that's from the same guy. He put that sculpture up. He's a designer of that sculpture. That's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about the sculpture in New York City of that woman is by that guy. And I'm just bringing up the fact that this guy, thank you for your contribution to the chat, that I'm bringing up the fact that sculpture is in New York City. And that was the designer of the sculpture was a British designer, Thomas J. Price. So I'm just bringing that up because when on my journey through the internet, a lot of the shout out to Thomas J. Price, hashtag Thomas J. Price and hashtag New York City artwork. And I would like to see what he does next. Who knows? But yeah, shouts to Black.
Black.
Thanks for your contribution to the chat as well. Yeah, I just want to know. I would like to know what he does next, but apparently, I didn't know about this, but everybody did across the world. So, London has a really bad problem with racism. You said you've been here all your life and you never saw it. You wouldn't have because it's temporary. Well, right. True. True. It was a temporary art piece, but I said I didn't have the chance to see it. I go online and I see a whole bunch of people like taking selfies with it, but I didn't even realize it was there in the first place. Don't spend a lot of time in Times Square is what I'm saying. But I bring that up. Thank you for that, by the way, too. No, you're damn right. But neither do the people who are upset about it. That's the reason why I'm bringing this up. As though it's a temporary piece that I've never seen in person, neither have the people who I'm going to bring up that are upset about this artwork in a place far away from them. Yeah, I know. Just I'm getting there. Give me a second. We'll get there. We'll get there.
What are we talking about?
Go back to my home country. So they get connected with the nation.
This is pretty much the vibe. This is the vibe on the sites. They went to town, and now this is this is a site that I've never heard of. They're called European. I want to say this guy's called the Babylon, but it's European like excellence or European heaven, and it's all about just how the government and the Jew. I'm pretty much just saying their idealism. Shouts to Slick Rick is trending. Their idealism is pretty much everyone's out to kill the European, and you know, and we're just standing around acting like nothing's happening. They gave this money, gave her a cheeseburger. Hold on. Well, I will get to that. That's something else. Probably not. Probably bad. Someone called her Letitia James. We got some Obama work. Oh, this is another thing that's trending with these guys. A lot of homoerotica about Michelle Obama having a peen.
I strongly believe that TikTok is a ticking bomb.
Holy shit! What is reality?
What else we got? So yeah, I started with this. I wanted to start with the statues, and then I guess work right through the jungle of white envy. But yeah, the statues was like the vibe. The comments you could imagine. It's just, and these people are from China, Israel, all over the place, and there was. I don't have to show all of them, but there's like the constant break, like the what's the word? Degradation, the disrespect of just the fact that the potential. What if this was a long-term statue? I know it was temporary art, right? But the fact that there's so many other pieces of art that exist that have way worse of a background connected to them, and no one thinks to deface them or mock them, is absurd. And they have a field day with this. And it's not just from America. They're from all over the place. I don't get it. I don't get the anger. Because they claim that we have white envy. So I'm like, if we have white envy, what would you call dedicating an entire thread to defacing a statue in a place that you've never been? I don't know. But we'll take it from the top because we're jumping the gun. But no, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to share that with you because that blew my mind. I thought that was like in a secret underworld, there's people like low key just doing a bit unnecessarily doing a bit. So yeah, that's not what we need. We don't need that.
You know what's funny? I wish a nigga like, subscribe and share.
And I know they saw me copying all their stuff, so whatever. They peeped me. I probably already got. I'm not that good of a spy. Tried my best, but it was too much work. It was too much work. I got a lot of work, so I'm not gonna call it dirt because I don't think they did anything wrong. They're just living their lives. But it's racism. I don't think it's culturism. So I'll break up that for every story for the next. We're gonna do this for about another 10 to 20 minutes. For every story of absurd, non-white guilt, because that's also a trend. Because after I'll play my brother right here, then I'll play the #1 video trending in the white sphere.
White people doing white people things.
Go back to my home country.
To my black brothers and sisters out there that are the ones that are posting all this, oh, we just gonna mind our business. And I saw somebody earlier making t-shirts of like a group of like 6 black people, black men and women, sitting on a bench texting on phones while the country is burning up behind them. Let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you. When they get done with the brown people, they'll be coming after you. And if you don't think that's true, you got another motherfucking thing coming. This is bigger than you, okay? Because let me explain another thing to you. You sit back and watch millions of brown people be kidnapped and removed from this country. When they do come after you, there's going to be nobody left to stand up for you. And when they're coming after you, how are you going to feel when people are sitting on the sideline like, oh, we just going to mind our business? Fuck all this other dumb shit. Man, no, that's not the time for that. Power to the people. It's time to come together.
Buy that for $1. You put the fist up at the end is like locking it in. Unhinged. I got a question. Now I know you've probably seen that 1,000 times. If that's coming to us, now I'm gonna play a video that's trending with them. If they're getting this and we're getting that, where do they run to?
Always will be gang, 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 gang. What I need.
Where are they going to go if everyone's saying different instructions for them? One says, hey, so if a white person's watching that, they know that their own people are turning on them and they're encouraging black people to stand up for which would be their opposition, the Mexican. Fair enough. I understand. So, what's my version of that? Got it. Here's a clip of someone, same reverse, but this is their leader. This lady, and now I'm going to give a disclaimer, it's terrible.
Let's get one thing straight.
I mean, terrible in the sense of the pitch. The pitch is terrible. But and again, that's our slogan. Power to the. I know that's kind of funny. No one stands up for. Wait, I missed all this. Sorry. Let's start from the top. First of all, they came after us. First of all, they came after us first already. Right. We don't care. We mind our own business. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, look. When they say when they start beating y'all up and sicking dogs on y'all, I'm like, these niggas don't know shit about history. How you think they invented the dogs?
You know where that came? That came from me. That came from me. It was my doing.
These niggas, they think they invented the struggle. That's kind of crazy. They could ask me, Mom, and me and Pop Peepaw, and they can't even give them a light bill story. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's right.
All I'm saying is, you don't need to be shaming us, Seamus. You look like Seamus.
Does that make you feel a certain?
You need to be shaming us, Seamus. No one stands up for us now. Well, look, with everyone in this entire sphere is past tense. So if you're talking about something that happened a long time ago, i.e., slavery, or maybe like I don't know, like any like modern day slavery, or any like wealth gaps, or underpaid mothers and underpaid fathers and all that shit, and all this like redlining, and no, they don't count that. That's irrelevant. We're talking about real atrocities like Mexican.
Go back to my home country. You can get reconnected with your roots.
This is a brand new thing.
Go back.
There better not be any Spanish there, okay? especially coming from your unemployed ass mouth.
Power to the people. All right, here's the countersuit. So in this same realm, there's this lady. Now, what's funny about this lady? I can't go into comments. You can find the lady. You don't have to have an X account to see any of these videos. You can go check them out. Just follow the things. I always say I'm going to put the links in the descriptions, and I'm probably never going to do that. Why would I do that? It's here. Just watch it and then watch the rest. Clearly the video is longer than I'm going to play, right? This is Live at 5, the only show that plays kind of like a little bit of the video.
We're going live at 5. I wish a nigga
Like, subscribe and share.
We're going live at 6 o'clock. 665. Ooh, that's it.
Two of my niggas and my niggerettes from kick to tube, from kick to the tube. I appreciate you, and I see you like every time. Wow, appreciate it. So we'll get it going. And don't forget, we'll work on that meet and greet. Sanitize. It's called the Sanitize Tour.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. This is not me. I'm fighting for my
The people in their own circle was like, she's wise, but I'm not making this up. It was like, she's wise, but she's so annoying. We have black people have our people we listen to on YouTube as well, and sometimes it's like too much.
Subscribe and share. It's free. If you have the internet, it's absolutely free. If you have the internet, it's free. If you put on your internet, it'd be there. Like, subscribe, and share on the internet. It's on the internet. Just put on link-to-internet.com.
It's car quality. Car quality. Put it on auto. Computer full screen. No problem. Okay, enhance. All right, well, where's the support for the reparations for anti-black hate crime bill? First of all, let me tell you something about that. When a person like Kai Cenat goes on live air with millions of people watching and tells a group of people in the middle of a struggle that they don't have culture, that's a blow. That's a blow. He doesn't understand it, but it's a blow to a whole fight of people that have been doing something, minding their business, like you just said.
Regular, degular.
Oh!
Minding their business. They swooped in with an insult that gives people peace of the mind. They go, you're right. What have they contributed? These new blacks. I don't even know what a new black is. I don't even know what a new black is. They're the new blacks.
I strongly believe that TikTok is a ticking bomb. I strongly believe that TikTok is a ticking bomb.
They're the new blacks. But all of a sudden, we're the new blacks? You don't know what to do with us? You don't know where our culture is? Now you got to tomb raid our lives? Come on.
Once again, I'm not an activist. I'm just caught up in the shit. When you start the shit, you can't stop the shit till you finish the shit. I'm in the shit.
Thank you for your contribution to the chat. I appreciate that, but you're right. There is no support. No one even mentions that R word. All right, here's serious Becky. It's not no regular Becky. She's serious now.
All of you out there in Los Angeles waving those foreign flags, and in the same breath you're screaming about your American rights, you need to sit the hell down because you sound damn stupid. Let's get one thing straight. You do not get to torch American cities while you're flying some other country's flag and then cry about how you're out here trying to defend freedom under the U.S. Constitution. Because you're not. You're a freaking domestic terrorist, period. Illegal immigrants, the people that you're out here rioting and burning down Los Angeles for, do not have constitutional rights. Why, you may ask? And I'm going to say this loud and clear for the people in the way back in the cheap seats. Because they're not American citizens. And if you are defending these criminals who are not even supposed to be here, guess what? You're just as guilty.
Losing
and for
subscribers,
all of y'all
probably.
out here losing your damn mind because Donald Trump sent in the National Guard, and you're out here screaming, it's unconstitutional. Oh, really? Well, let me help you read, since you clearly skipped that part.
I like the music.
When you joined the U.S. military, you take an oath to defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And guess what? Ding, ding, ding. You're the domestic enemy. You are not protesting. You are terrorizing. You are not defending the freedom. You are burning it down. And that is why the National Guard is coming in. Not to silence you, not to oppress you, but to defend American citizens from you. You don't get to destroy this country and then try to hide behind the rights that you are actively trying to burn down. You are not the victims. You are the unhappy volunteers. And the real Americans, we're done playing nice.
Damn. Say it with you. Say it with you.
White people doing white people things.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Say it with your whole chest. I felt that.
Yeah.
You want to follow us on YouTube?
Of course.
Odd
Negroes on Spotify. Wait, is what? Say it again. Odd Negroes?
ODD, Odd Negroes.
Oh, Odd Negroes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go online at Odd Negroes with a Z.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you guys.
It was nice speaking with you.
Thank you
so much. That's Marcella. She's right there, Tom. Well, yes, no. Well, look, I don't condone anyone going, oh shit. I don't condone anyone going full anti-American on a whim. You're wowing. But she's if you put those same, thank you for that, by the way. If you put those same kind of beliefs, though, to a fight where we do need help, it won't kind of add up. So it's kind of like, all right, would you think that Catherine is anti-oppression altogether? Or is this one scenario when it comes to Mexicans versus America, she's like, hands down, no questions asked. I don't even know why you guys are even fucking entertaining this. We run this shit. That kind of vibe, which is like, sure, I'm not an anti-American, but people are allowed to fight for their rights. So, nope. Just like we got to fight, they get to fight too. Anyone gets to fight. But I don't think that if you support one side or the other, it makes you anti-American. I feel like I feel like we're all fighting the same person. We all hate the same person. We all hate the person who's holding them back, or allegedly, or the same person who they feel they've been used. These are people who feel like that they gave to the place, and all of a sudden they have a no backseat policy, and now they're kicking them out for reasons undetermined. But they gave so much to the place where you have Black people again. This is live at 5. We're just kicking it. But
does that make you feel the way?
We've been feeling like that for a minute. So it's like it's difficult to hear them feeling like that now, knowing that that's kind of been the entire, if you just Google what United States is that entire premise of whatever their fight that they're having now. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And now they're just starting to realize what this country has always been. But again, I don't think that they should be faulted for learning late, but they shouldn't really look for any help on a very old fight that it would take more of a strategic attack. It's not going to be the running in the streets and doing that again. We've done that for years and years and years and years.
Follow us on Instagram. Connect on Facebook. Wherever you get your podcast. We'll be right back.
We've already done that, so we're not doing that again. So we have to figure another way. If you guys want to talk, we should talk. We should go to the round table, figure it out. So this lady, she breaks down something really cool, and then we'll wrap this up. It's not gonna be a long show. Thank you for your contribution to the chat, as always. My line. I always throw the Borat voice on.
They're so excited for you to be a part of this experience, the fans. So you want to leave?
Shout outs to Instagram and shout outs to the Kick family and everybody else watching. I gotta check the actual chat though. It's happening. Oh, side note. Saw another grifter today. If you come across any people that when you go on Instagram and it says these people are followed by and my name's there, don't grift them. Don't contact them. If you see odd Negroes underneath anybody that you trying to grift, don't grift them, please. Leave them alone.
This is not me.
Excuse me? Yeah, like don't steal from them. Don't bamboozle them. Don't ask them for money with their internet scams. Don't scam them. If you see that they're subscribed to Odd Negroes, don't scam them. They're family. These are my niggas. Leave them alone. They don't want your product.
I don't have friends. I got family.
That's just a side note. A lot of grifters out. Summer's coming. Summer's in the mist, and people getting crazy. So I saw a lot of stuff. So I'm just saying, if you see people that are connected to me in minds, leave them alone. They're not interested. On behalf of me, I'm telling you that they're not interested. All right, this lady breaks down Australia, and it sounds very familiar to me. And this is like I had one, but I can't play that one because of the Jews. So I'd rather not, because they banned her video on TikTok. But they, of course, nothing is banned on X. Nothing.
For the what do what to the what?
You can watch the worst things. So I don't recommend it. So you should visit X, not permanent stay. All right, so this woman breaks down what really happened to Australia, and it's a kind of ideal. Every single one of these European pro websites that I have in the back to the European heaven, Europe will rise again. They have that same, not only of the fear, but they have the whole, if they just got the fuck away, if you guys just went back to where you are from, everything will be fine. We've been building so many great things, and then you come and you destroy it. Look what you've done to Ireland. Look what you've done to London. Then in unison, they send videos to each other from the locations of where they have like a group of Black people gathering together, and they go, "Yep, there it is." Like, okay, I have them all saved, but we'll get to what we get to. But I'm just saying, they share the races of the country, of their countries. They share their individual pain of the overcrowded crowdedness, DEI, they call it DEI housing. I mean, you know, and I just, again, white envy. Do I wish I had a black room full of a whole bunch of black chat? We talk like this. I don't know what it is. We don't have it. There's no room that I found this before I found that, and I searched for both. People like Matt Walsh now claim that they are indigenous to certain lands. If their bloodline has been there for more than 200 years, well, I'm going to show you something about how they feel about their bloodline. More than 20 years. That's not how they feel. They have a whole bunch of evidence about their. You know how many Viking montages I had to watch today? And I'm just like, oh, and then they realized that we're making fun of them being Vikings. So they watch everything we do.
It's also known as an algorithm.
So they realize that. So they're like, oh, you think Viking is a joke? I'm like, it is, dude. It is a joke. You just steal stuff. It's not like strategic. It's violent. Like, what's the style in that? Since we're gonna read it together. People like Matt Walsh now claim that they are indigenous to certain lands if their bloodline has been there for more than 200 years. That they have no land that they go back to. Exactly. Now, okay. Now the funny part is this. But they have a whole Europe, and why don't they? No. Why do the South Africans go back to the Netherlands? See, now again, they are all arguing about the same thing in their group. And Europe heaven is rocked by 3 things now. The attack on America by the Browns. I was like, when did we start calling them that? Was it like last year?
Oh, champagne and caviar.
I've never called my Mexican friend a brown person.
James, we are guests.
My God, he's going to get her drunk and have his way with her.
So they're running with Brown. Brown is not even on that. No, it's not. It's not. But then they flip on them. Thank you for that. They don't even talk about that. Dude, they don't even talk about that.
Go back to my home.
They don't talk about that. But they would never even talk to you about that. What did you fill out? It's none of your business. Is that my accent? I'm not doing that. No. No. But I'm just saying, you won't. I've had Spanish friends my whole life, and I don't even know what they filled out on the application. It's a fucking mystery. That's a good question. It wasn't brown. It's probably white.
White people.
Go back to my home country.
All right. It was white. So they're praising this white woman from Australia for just speaking the truth. And they gather their videos. Like, these niggas, they don't play. Like, they fuck with their people, and they go, guess what? Found another sister. A lot of them do fist movements. They steal everything, but we have nothing. I know that. Hey, Kai Cenat says we don't have shit. So if they can, look, let me tell you something. I'm going back to Kai Cenat now. Oh shit. Fuck. If I was a white person who was like, who's the richest black streamer? If you don't watch it at all, like me, I don't watch his shit. But if you just Googled him and he came up, right? Then you find what he thinks about us. You got ammo. If the top black streamer says that American black people have contributed nothing to this country and don't have a culture, that's the only thing I saw on their website. He would fit right into everything I saw today. That's the only reason I put it. I'm combining them two. I'm not calling Kai Cenat a white supremacist. That was a white supremacist statement.
Do that make you feel a certain way?
He should know better. He should know better. It's fucking ignorant. But too much money to be that stupid.
Country. You should only allow certain white people into the country. In fact, it was actually encouraged to that.
I'll start with this. You said she's pretty. I'll start with this. When they do their videos, this is me spending too much time in white heaven. I didn't make a button for the white heaven. Is just a Saturday button. It's actually blending with so stupid. That's weird. That's an opposite to the old Nick. That's very
Don't get it twisted.
Very strange.
This rap shit is mine, motherfucker.
This is dedicated to my brothers out there fighting.
Fuck what you heard.
Keep fighting.
That's what you hearing. That's what you hearing. Listen. That's what you hearing. Listen. That's what you hearing. Listen. Exco, give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. Exco, deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door and spill. With the non-stop problem, stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker wonder if you dare. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am like so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many caps I break bread with, I'll break who you sending me. You motherfuckers never want to know what your life saved. Bless you, that's on a life day. I'm getting down. We're going live at the 5. We're going
I wish a nigga.
Like,
subscribe and share.
X65. Ooh, that's it.
They all say the same thing. Like they go, "Oh, you see how beautiful that they all are." And my thing is like, the white girls from that do these videos in America all look exactly the same. And then there's the white people that always call them out and go, first of all, she's not white, she's Russian. So there are none. Like the top ones that talk shit, they're not even American white. And if they are, they have so much plastic surgery and shit that they don't look. Nigga, I'm talking about my own research today. Just today, I'm like, half of their top streamers are not even American. So what the fuck are you even talking about? But that's neither here or there. But that is majority of the response. Like you said, you just said, "Oh wow, she's pretty." Yeah, they all look like Iggy Azalea. yeah. You're looking at fucking mommy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right. No surgery. Right. But every time they play their American ones, they call it porcelain. They have this thing called a porcelain image that has been popular in America since parentheses forever. And I'm like, since when? I thought that was ghosts. Now it's ghosts. Now they call them. See, no, well, that's a whole. Let me just let her speak her truth, and then we'll get into the standard of why they think we've tarnished. And I'm like, when they say like they miss blondes and they miss like the mother looking just like the mother, there's a lot of that today too. Like the white mother never looks like the daughter anymore because it's always mixed. I'm like, why are you blaming us? How could you blame black people for a white woman sleeping with a black man? That has nothing to do with it. That's nothing to do with me. But then it goes deeper, right? Because it goes, well, stigmata, Machiavelli, Jews,
submarines, megathons, peace bomb, napalm, all this shit will kill you fast.
They were brainwashed to do this. That's apparently. She's gonna break down a little bit of that too. Now, just think about Australia, what she's saying, and think about it as America, because that's what they're all doing.
If you didn't know, Australia used to be a white-only country.
You think the same thing.
To only allow certain white people into the country. In fact, it was actually encouraged that they come to this country because if you didn't know.
Skip it, caption. Elon, do you have captions on your thing, or do you just think we should just understand Australians? You said your brain should understand.
I thought she was going to say something profound.
No, she is.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on. Hold on. You're jumping the gun. Yeah. Hold on.
The African American woman is the African American woman is the backbone.
Hold on. Let's speak the truth. I got this.
If you didn't know, Australia used to be a white-only country. We used to only allow certain white people into the country. In fact, it was actually encouraged that they come to this country because of that. Now, up until our 7th Prime Minister, they all reinforced the white Australian policy. And Australia was actually thriving because of it. You know, we were willing to sacrifice and work hard to keep it that way because of how successful our country was becoming. And because the freedoms and the life that we had here was absolutely out of this world. Everyone wanted to come to Australia. However, they wanted to conduct an experiment. And they did this experiment in, well, all Western countries. This is the multicultural experiment. Now, as much as people like to say Australia is a multicultural country, this is simply not true. Multiculturalism was enforced on Australians. Many Australians didn't actually want this. In fact, till this day, many Australians do not want this. But this so-called multicultural experiment clearly hasn't worked. And that's not only just in Australia, I'm talking every other Western country. It has not worked. And we've had to sacrifice our own country, our own culture, and our own identity to be multicultural. So what do we do now? Do we continue to live with this failed experiment and watch our country get destroyed? Or do we simply reinstate the white Australian policy? Like, genuinely, what else do we do? Because this clearly isn't working for the world. Like, not just Australia, but for the world. It's just not working. But obviously, me being here in Australia, and Australia actually having a history with that policy being in place and it being effective, should we go back to that?
White people doing white people things.
Deep. Now, the reason why I started with this one, because this video is pinned at this top of their thing. And everyone goes, "Hail the princess," before they start writing the other shit. So this is the first thing that they introduced. There's two videos. This one was trending. Look, you can see there's like 44,000 views, you know, and then the Jewish one has another one. It's another big numbers. So you can't play that one because that one's banned. But they have this vibe, and it's interesting because, again, I don't think that Black people ever, as a whole, have we ever come to the point where we're saying like, what's next? Like genocide? I know you can find some Black websites and Black people that are saying like, fuck them, let's just kill them all. But that's not what we're about in our Negroes. We're trying to, like you say in the description, we're trying to make money off of sadness. No, we're trying to bring everyone together and with this wild shit that everyone has an option. You have a buffet of hatred that you could go to, and like, wouldn't it be nice to have like maybe like some sweets, and then like we kind of agree with one because we're hearing the other person out. I'm hearing her. I heard her out, and like my wife said, she says she's hot. But then her mouth It's racist and dirty. But then not so dirty, because I kind of agree with segregation. But then they always forget about, even the Australians weren't brought there. They're called indigenous for a reason. These niggas had them niggas all fucked up. Okay, there was a lot of racism happening in Australia that they don't talk about, and then the same shit that's happening in our country that they don't talk about. But they go like this, like, I don't even know how you got here. That's a crazy thing to say, but a lot of them talk like that. They act like we shipped ourselves there. It's not right. Made ourselves poor. Sounds like a magic trick. This is what I was talking about with the porcelain. So they say the benefits of being white are of these things: pale skin, less blemishes, damages from the sun but staying out of it, youthfulness. Also, porcelain beauty that has been popular since, i.e., forever, and you live an extra 10 to 15 years. So,
White people doing white people things.
So
he told me to take my high yellow ass inside the house.
So they agreed, no sun. No sun.
If you didn't know.
Oh, so now we got, okay. This is great. These things, just this. Just straight up this. Like, why? What's this? I have been on black websites my entire internet life and haven't seen any of these montages. It looks almost like AI, made it, because it's soulless. But in spite of a Mexican, what they deem to be we are connecting with the Mexicans to attack them, they say this is our competition. I just feel like you got to share it because you got to see it. You got to see what's happening. If the opposition is out there, they got jokes. Can't we see the jokes? Can we see the jokes?
You know where that came? That came from me. That came from
they
me.
Like this.
It was my doing.
And also, they always inflamed. That's another thing. Like red flamed eyes or flamed, like lit, like everything's like puffy. And they're like, hey, that's our king. All right. Last but not least, they explain why mixing of dogs and mixing of the black and white race is equivalent and how it fucks up the DNA. Now, this is something that me and my wife also agree with. Clearly, if you are a black male and you fornicate with the white woman, and then if you are a black male who fornicates with a black woman, that DNA is going to be different in that child. Now, not to say that all black people are athletic or just charismatic or just profitable, but you made us profitable.
Yeah.
You made us profitable. So yeah, we come out the womb ready to go. Fucking Bobby Brown, ready to go. So that being said, you already know that. And you know who else knows that?
White people.
That's why she keeps mixing. She knows there's a chance she may get, I don't know, maybe a LeBron, half LeBron at least. I'll take half of LeBron, she said. I'll take half.
As part of what I think are one of the hardest things, whether it's as an adult in our own individual lives or as a nation, figuring out it is possible for you to see the wrong in people without negating everything about it. Mm-hmm. It's possible to look at our founding fathers and say, yeah, they were slave holders, and then also say, but man, that Declaration of Independence is something. Mm-hmm. Because in the same way, I want to be able to appropriate any kind of music I want, or any tradition I want, or any cuisine I want to. If it's good, I want it. Yeah. I also want to be able to
appropriate and claim for myself the example of the good things that other people have done, even if they weren't perfect.
Do you hear those words? Do you hear those words like claim, conquer?
Yeah,
fucked up.
Crazy
words.
Like he doesn't say anything like, I want to create something.
That's why I told you. He said my wife is the one that has the slave background, not me. That's what he says all the fucking time.
He points that out.
He says that all the time. He goes, "You're the slave. I was a house nigga." He goes,
in an argument.
Yeah, yeah. When she tells him to, when she told him to stop hanging out with Bruce, he was like, "Listen, nigga."
Michelle a nigga.
Of course he does.
Oh God, with a heart ER.
Of course he does. He goes, so now all of a sudden you're the queen of jollof rice, nigga. And she goes, "Excuse me."
But he's the one that's Kenyan. He can't say that.
Of course, no. He said to her, "You were a slave." He said, "I was never." He said, "Never, no history." He said, "She was." He said it. Oh, I got it. First of all, check out. No. I know. I'm gonna say check out over. He said she was outside. I was inside.
Yeah, Pagala. All that jumping is making me nervous.
It's okay. He addresses his own wife as a. He goes, "Well, we're talking about reparations. We need to talk about Michelle." Because he ain't got no. What's the dog in a fight? Speaking of dogs, I didn't do that. Life did that. And DMX. Let's go. Relax.
Don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfucker. Fucking damn. Fuck what you heard.
Often we dilute the blood, like mix it with us races.
You lose the integrity of their temperament, of their purpose, of their structural soundness, their mental soundness.
Retriever should go out and retrieve. A Great Dane should be a dog of great size and substance. Always stick with genetics and breeding.
Why is that okay? But when I say I want a 6-foot child, all of a sudden people want to say it's a problem.
It's not.
Yeah.
Do you want a 6-foot child or do you want to have a 4-foot child?
Often we dilute the blood, like mix.
If you fuck around, you will immediately find out, as she said. Do you want a 6-foot child or do you want it to be fucking retarded? It's gonna come out retarded. Listen, we believe that. All right, well, I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole different vibe. But what I'm gonna say is this: dysmorphia in birth does not come from a specific genetic thing. I don't think they nailed it to whom it. Here it goes again. To whom it, Letitia. To whom they the co-founders or the who carries the gene the most. That's not what we're doing. This is not one of those shows. You could Google that if you want to do all that. I'm not doing that. But what I'm saying is, when you put it on another people, it's so mean. I spend time in Black people's space as well, and I never see them degrade white people as much as I've seen in just one day. I've seen so much, and I spend a lot of time on like woke people. Now, we're talking about a lot of these people put facts, like scientific facts, not just hatred, just to scientific facts to boost morale, because these are not things that they show on the news and or on anything. PBS has went full fucking rogue. So it's like, scissors on PBS. Nothing wrong with SZA, but I'm just saying that they've decided where they want to go with teaching black kids how to spell and read. We're going full pop or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with that. You have to follow the wave, but sometimes we need those things to get our kids to figure out what the difference between an adverb and a verb is. They're not teaching them that on this fucking YouTube video games, what the fuck they're playing. So I'm just trying to figure out, we got to figure out how to get them back into the knowledge without them feeling ostracized. They should be able to play video games just like I did as a kid and also learn shit. It should be an equal medium equal medium for people to for kids to learn shit. But you guys, with your shit, you're having kids blocked from shit, and they can't get access to certain content on their tablets because you're fucking around with algorithms, and it's not right. Even finding this was like weird because you have to go into a whole different other thing, and it's just not just one person. And then you find there's a whole tribe of them. So and not that troglodytes. They can do whatever they want. My thing is this: they call us backwards, and I think that is not the key. For you to want what you think once was, that's backwards. And that's okay, but you can't keep calling us backwards if that's what your main goal is to have us Mongolian goalers. Keep calling us that as well. If that's your main goal, you can't beg for something that you already pretty much had, and you still fucked it up. All right. Here is a diaspora that they all use of that Black African, American African. This is not a African from Africa. This is because this face, I don't know if you see the frog that everyone uses. Like there's a internet frog. He has like a bland face, and they use them to describe like different things, like incels use them mainly for like, I don't know if I'm sad, I don't know if I'm happy. They use the frog face. So this is a equivalent of the frog face that a lot of them use to depict our black males' general look. All right, so pleasures from acting. Oh no. Excuse me. Welcome to Live at 5. This is your first time. If it looks like a mental breakdown, please.
Yeah.
You want to follow us on YouTube.
I do, girl. On Spotify. To feel the Odd Negroes. I'm going to go online and Odd Negroes. What is he? Thank you so much. The lesser of Hestia compels him to reveal the truth.
Symptoms of the African American impulse control disorder. Impulse control disorders involve chronic problems in one's ability to control his or her emotions and behaviors. Symptoms: mind, tree leaf behind the brain, right by the cerebral. Pleasure from acting. Sure, we love acting. Relief from the urge. Difficulty in concentration. For sure. Socially isolated. Kleptomania. I know we all like to steal. Aggression. Habit of stealing. Well, that's just like up and down. That's enough. Feeling of guilt. Maybe from stealing. General body. Sweating. Tell me about it. Experiencing withdrawals from the symptoms over here. So while I'm sweating, I wish I could steal, or maybe act, or maybe steal again, and then feel guilty. Reducing social and work activities. Don't want to work, too busy stealing, and feeling guilty about it. Well, that's, hold on. DJ, Alexa, cut music. This is one of the main things I've saw that I have a problem, which is why I don't think we have our own black website where we just burn up white people all day. Because there's gonna be like some stuff, and we love. Oh, his all right. There's two reasons why, but all right, all right. One reason why is because we're gonna bump into the same sort of issues because we realize that we're all human. We know that we all like a small peen. I like a small little peen. We realize that we're all human, so we're gonna clash at this. That if we made one of these charts, we're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I do that too," just like I'm doing right now. And I didn't read this chart before, and I just saved it, and I said, you know, it'd be funny if you didn't read the whole thing and just like read it on stream. So it is funny, and to read the soft music is funny, and this is why we're the #1 stream on Kick. If you know if you like what you're hearing,
I wish a nigga.
Self-proclaimed. I gotta stop saying that.
I wish a nigga.
You know what's funny? Subscribe and share.
All right.
You know what?
All right. But we don't have one of these things. But if we did, it would be cut. Because you know how niggas be like, all right, black people don't have a leader because every time there's some sort of leader amongst us, someone's like, nope, I don't agree with that. And it's true. It's 100% true. We do not all think the same. So we cannot make this chart? Because it'll be like, okay, so this is how we all feel, how white people sweat in their mind and their general sexual appetite and their causes of those factors. There would be no way we'll all agree. It would have to be like, fuck. Actually, we need a white person in the room. That's the way we would do it because we're fucking scientists. We would have a white person in the room and be like, does this make sense to you? Do you feel these things? We would do it accurate because we wouldn't want to fucking be you without having your decide your shouts to Rebecca in the chat. Hi. Not gonna like any of that. well, look, like I said about oppressors, to each their own. Hi, thank you for joining me. It's a friend from Israel. So interesting. This should be interesting. But it's not the Israel show. Israel's not my battle, not my fight. And all you niggas out there saying it's not your president. What did he call me a nigga? He looked like a whole MG jam. MG jelly. All right. No, we can't make up these charts because we have foresight. We can't connect. We can't just say that you do one thing that we don't do. There's a lot of things you do that we don't do, like own people and do weird shit. So that would be in the chart. But as far as like pleasures from acting, that's so stupid. Like what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. You mean actors don't get pleasure from acting? And no, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not. I didn't save this because it's like. Well, no, acting in general. They say, oh, first of all, the acting consists of overacting, as in always. Oh, since Martin Luther King, 15,000 people have shared this image. Okay, this is what they believe. Okay, it's very unique. I've never seen it before. But I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I feel like a lot of people have aggression. A lot of people steal. They're top white actors. I mean, don't get me started. But and then urges and sweating is just like bizarre.
So
but
Bernie Madoff. Like,
well, exactly. Exactly. Well, exactly, right? A sweating, stealing, well, they hate him too, right? They hate Jews though, so we're not okay. Again, this is not a race baiting channel. I know it's gonna start sounding like that. What? No. Everything I'm putting on display, you could Google. right. That's been fun. I told you it's a chill show. Just kick it. Let's kick it on X. Bookmark and reverse. Maybe I have to do that. Not to coin that now. Bookmark and reverse. There's a bunch of stuff, but I don't have to do all that. We don't have to get into all that. Clearly. But yeah. This has been fun. Thank you for joining me. I've been Anigo1. This has been X gonna give it to you. I hope you like that mix. Shout out to the Mexicans. Guys, keep fighting. I can feel you, man. It's hard out here. These niggas, it's rough. They are rough on you. I hope they don't sick the dogs on you because I heard they hurt. They don't believe me, X Martin, Malcolm, and Jacob, and Marcus. All right. This has been Live at 5. The only show that starts at 6:30, 6:40, I think we did today. Not too bad. All right. I'll see you on Wednesday. Oh, actually, we might do a show tonight. Maybe not. Maybe. Might get a little movie review. No face, no case. Maybe. Not snitching on nothing, but maybe we might get to do a show. Who knows? A lot of movies came out, guys. Everyone's overwhelmed with movies that came out. If you ask the actual article on the Movie Review Society, they said too many movies. And guess what? Gaming as well. Niggas is eating. We are eating well. The artists are flowing, and they are not paying attention or not letting the world around them disrupt their art. So much like this channel. If you're watching it, you're my nigga and my niggerette. I appreciate you. And as always, don't forget to love yourself so I love you back. We may come back for some shit, some movie shit, but some shit you never seen before. So don't be that excited. You don't even know what you want. All right. You don't even know what you want. That's how I end it now. No. All right. I'm not gonna always nest in that too for the X and give it to you. It's not gonna be a race-based thing. Sometimes I'm like, if I find one X story and it leads to like the artist from London who made a fat statue of I call her fat. Fuck.
The African American woman is the backbone of the black family. Really, of the whole.
I'm just saying she's a thick woman. All I'm saying is this. If I was like, I didn't know what the statue was, I didn't know who made it. I find out who made it. It's a guy who's really passionate about from London. He's passionate about all the shit that's happening to Americans. So he's like, I got to do something about this for a limited amount of time. That's what's fun. And then get a whole bunch of money for it. Sure, whatever. But that's not but the reason why I'm showing you international hatred is because as that video, that guy's plight might have seemed small, there are so many British people trying to prove that white people are full of shit and they didn't create the country. And it's not like in our circumference because we don't fucking watch enough British movies or we're not in British chats or whatever. But they have the same arguments of them stealing their culture. And I saw that today. They're like, look at these monkeys saying that they built it. How can you be a Moor and also do that? And I'm like, what? It's like they're having the same battles that we're having. And not gonna say every X gonna give it to you is gonna turn into some other funky ass show.
I was standing on the corner drinking 40s, smoking weed. And so God pursued me though.
But I will say this, as much ammo, it's not really ammo, but I have some really cool intel in the sense that it will share a better understanding of where we stand with the white supremacists. It's not rah, rah, rah. It's more of a, we'll do this. We'll fuck around. But you know what I'll do? Because I'm having fun. Every single one of these X gonna given to you until I get through the first half of these bookmarks will be old white movies from the 90s that depict white people calling other white people liars. There's so many movies about like the monkey movie. There's a lot of movies where white people are stealing from each other from banks and shit like that. So I could probably find that. So I'm gonna find white on white crime movies, put DMX on the hood, and we'll fucking keep that going for every Friday and or Saturday. But for tonight, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been your host, INegos1. This has been Live at 5. X gonna give it to you edition. And if you stick around and y'all on X, on Kick, thank you so much too. It's not I'm not giving out any special treatment to them. I'm witnessing a different vibe, and I'm just
For the what do what to the
all right. I'm getting at it. All right. Don't forget to love yourselves, and we love you back. I'll see you later tonight, maybe and or Wednesday. I don't know. Who knows? All right. Stop putting dates on things. All right. Bye. Thanks for joining me. This has been a hell of a time, hell of a run. All right. Here comes the
Oh, you got it.
What? You know, it's checked with
Google time. It's Google time.